everybody, welcome to another daily Corey B MTG video. Today we're going to be playing one of my favorite decks, if not my okay, I won't say that on Otters. Otters, you're still my favorite. You know, don't take that personally. One of my favorite decks here, it's mono white tokens. Now, this is a deck you really want to play if you absolutely hate losing to any red decks, if you hate losing to Golgari, if you hate losing to basically everything that isn't Domain and Dimir. I think those are the matchups that this deck struggles a bit. But if you just want to absolutely smash the other decks, this is the deck for you. Mono white tokens is a deck that's very polarizing, you know, and what I mean by that is it has extremely good matchups and then it has extremely bad matchups. There's not a lot of middle ground. Dimir is the middle ground. Just Dimir is the middle ground. I think Dimir is like a 55% favorite, maybe a little bit more, but it's a small amount. Where everything else is just an absolute beating. Like, you can't ever beat Domain with this, and you can barely ever lose when you're playing against the red deck. So it's kind of fun. And if you pick the right metagame, you know, I think the next event we're going to be looking forward to is, well, RCQ season for all of you, as well as the Spotlight series, which I'll be commentating. We'll get to that a little bit later here when we talk about it. But those are kind of the next big events, and I'm sure you're all looking for a strong RCQ deck, and I think this is definitely one of them. So the plan of this deck is to either get Caretaker's Talent or Enduring Innocence into play. And then you basically, the thing you're going to see me do a lot in this video is craft every single move I make in order to maximize card drawing. So, you know, maximize card drawing while still staying alive. First and foremost, you maximize card draw if you're not under an immediate threat of something that is killing you. So if it's like you're at board parity and stuff, how can I draw the most amount of cards across X amount of turns is where my brain goes. But of course, if you're getting beat down by a Shieldred, it's step one, how can I kill Shieldred and then get back to my normal game plan? So outside of that, we get to play one of the best cards in Standard here, Biza, the Bounding Spring. It's fun to say, it's fun to cast, it's not fun to play against. And you get to play one of the worst cards I've ever seen in a high-level Standard event, Carrot Cake. Little cute Carrot Cake. When you looked at Bloomborough, you're like, oh, this is going to be a cute, you know, decent, playable in Limited. And now all of a sudden it's one of the best cards here in Standard. The main reason this card is so good in this deck, though, is let's say you have Caretaker's Talent and Enduring Innocence in play, and you go and you have 4 mana on tap. You play Carrot Cake, you get to scry, draw 2. Say go, sacrifice it, gain 3, draw 2. So all of a sudden you just paid 4 mana to draw 4, scry 1, gain 3 life. Pretty good. So this deck's really strong. We also have 4 Sunfalls to deal with any problematic creatures. And I guess the main thing here, Lay Down Arms, this is the only deck that can really utilize this. It's basically Swords to Plowshare, a card that, you know, for all you arena zoomers out there, or, you know, maybe some Magic boomers as well, it's basically Swords to Plowshare, which is an incredibly above-rate spell for 1 mana. Ends up being one of the most iconic spells in the Magic's game's history. So, Lay Down Arms, can't say enough good things about. Another thing I can't say enough good things about is, well, this YouTube channel. Hopefully you're really enjoying it. So if you are liking the videos you're watching, make sure to like this video as well as hit the subscribe button. Really helps out, get some more reach out there with this videos. And it just allows me to keep making videos. My plan is to make these videos until the Spotlight series in Atlanta, but who knows? With the right amount of support, I might just keep this going well into the next set, which is Aether Drift. So, outside of that, gotta thank the sponsors that make this happen as well. First up, it's KMC. If you're interested in any KMC sleeves, we have Hypermat Phoenixes, as well as these really cool deck boxes here, the Mox Luxury Deck Box. So if you're interested in that, use that promo code in the top left part of your screen. That will allow you to save 15% off, and there is a URL in the description for KMC sleeves. Really love those guys. Great people over there. Next up, another people I absolutely love, and that is the heaviest of plays. Oh, my graphics not working there. Wait a minute. It's the heaviest of plays. There they are. If you're interested in any of this really high-tech, futuristic product, I mean, I will definitely say it. There's no products like Heavy Play out there. They're reinventing the mold. They're breaking barriers. They're doing anything they can, and they're hungry. They're hungry to try new things and bring new products into the environment, which I just love. So if you love Heavy Play products, follow that URL in the top right-hand corner. You'll get 10% off with promo code CoreyB. They also have the new ETB Phil Stone playmats that are really cool as well. So check them out. Next up, we have one of the really, really cool things I was talking about, the Spotlight Series. We are getting ready for that event as a whole. I'll be commentating it, so I won't be playing with you, although I wish I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, too bad they've already put me on the graphics here and stuff like that. It would be a real jerk move for me to be like, hey, I'd like to actually play instead, so yeah, I won't be doing that. But I'll be commentating that really special, first of its kind event. There's this Terror of the Peak promo that you get for just signing up. Gonna be worth some really high value there. As well as the top 128 players will get a foil one of this. Last time I checked, there's like 600-700 people registered so far. Capped at 2,000 though, so kind of don't mess around. I think people will be waiting throughout the holiday season, and then everyone's going to join, so make sure to reserve your spot while you can so you don't get left out, as I do think this event very well could cap out. $50,000 for the prize pool, as well as the entire top 8 go to the Pro Tour right away in Chicago. So you qualify for this, get ready, you're playing a Pro Tour in no time at all. So gonna be really cool. The URL is right here, starcitygames.com/SCGCon if you are interested in showing up at that event. I'll see you there. Let's battle. We're high Mythic rank gaming now. As you're watching this, it's actually Wednesday for me right before the Arena Champs. And I played a streak last night of my deck that y'all know about right now, Dimir Midrange. I know, nothing too exciting there, but played a nice session with Dimir Midrange. I went 11-0. 11-0 to skyrocket to Mythic. I was just on one. Man, I was drawing so great. But now we're high Mythic from now on, so the rest of this month's videos, we're going to have some great competitions. I'm very much looking forward to it. Getting to Mythic is not easy, you know? And now that we're at a decent spot, I'm going to go for Mythic 1. Okay, well now I'm going to feel real dumb if we talk about how we beat the crap out of red decks and now we lose to red. So now, I mean, this should be our good matchup. Let's see. All right, I mean, that being said, I don't have much right now, and I'm just about to play Carrot Cake. So, not looking amazing. Now, I don't want a Carrot Cake. I want lands and Sunfalls and Get Lost and Lay Down Arms. Ooh, I don't want to see that. Now, if that gets hit, I think I will chump block here. You don't want to chump block Screaming Nemesis because I do want to gain life. Okay. Now, I have the option between this or playing an Enduring Innocence. I think I'm going to do this and then try to Biza and then Sunfall and hope that that's enough. I can't wait to get absolutely smashed. I better do this now. I can't wait to get absolutely smashed this game and look like a complete fool from saying that this is the best matchup ever. Alright, so we're going to take a hit. That's okay. There's their land. And we should be able to do all of the things here with Biza. Okay, so no Monstrous Rage. Alright, this is going to help. We'll only get the creatures and the life, but that should kind of be enough. Yeah, I think it's better than any of the other options, so. All right, here's Biza. Now, once again, I'd like to avoid blocking this Screaming Nemesis, if I can help it. As I'd like to gain some life throughout this game. And this is just the mono red version. Burst Lightning. So they can Burst Lightning Screaming Nemesis now. So now I can actually block that card. If I wanted to. Okay. Now I think we're just going to block. Yeah, I think they should Burst Lightning the Nemesis. And then kill a fish. But since they're not gonna do that, am I dead? No, but I get to go. All right, we might need to top deck a land now. Ooh, no! Well, carrot cake it is. As that is better right now. All right, we'll keep that. I guess I want to just do this now. And we'll try to stay alive. And then Sunfall. But we gave them too much time. That was the turn we needed to Sunfall. I think, anyways. Yup. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 1 now. Okay. We could have been at 1. Alright, so now we do this. We go down to 4. 4 is not a bad life total. I don't die to Nemesis there. I didn't like that play by our opponent, but whatever. Let the sun fall, and let's see if we can come back. No, now we still can't gain life, so I don't think we can ever win. You know, that's how you catch up for this game, and we'll have to do our best next game. Okay. So we can draw a card, though. Alright, we'll just play 2 of these, even though they do not gain us life when we block. Maybe they're just flooding. But it kind of doesn't matter. 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we can go like this. Now, I kind of want to get aggressive, but I really don't have a good outlet to. I could demolish this. Actually, that seems good. Let's do that. I would like to take some actions. I guess I can just copy this just to draw a card. Not amazing, but now we can animate this. I can't beat a burn spell at all, but I can beat a haste creature, so whatever. I guess we'll just attack with this. Okay. That had to have been their draw, but they get to redraw, and that'll do it. That will do it. We can double block, but we will not be gaining life, so we'll die. All right, the perfect start to the video after trash talking red decks with mono white. We get beat, so yeah, I mean, it can happen. It really can. It's a good matchup, but it's not unlosable. All right, so we get authorities, we get smites. I can gift them a fish to exile their card, or we just split up, stuff like that. I think that's better. Now, what don't we want? I don't think we need the virtues. I don't think we need the overlords. And just go with something like that for red decks. That seems right, but we got to take out one more card. The list that I copied that I saw had only 3 Biza and had 4 overlords, so I bet that was their easy side in and out. But I think it's criminal to not play 4 Biza. That card's bananas. I guess we just take out the worst card in the deck and take out a carrot cake. That's reasonable to me. All right, well, let's at least not get 2-0'd by red. Now, I mean, we didn't have any interaction. We missed our 5th land drop, that one key vital turn where they wouldn't have activated Screaming Nemesis. We would have won the game if we hit that land. You know, if we didn't have 2 tap lands. There were a lot of factors that went into us losing that game, but you know, let's just hope that doesn't happen again. All right. I would like to play first. These are the kind of hands I hate. Way too expensive. If I was on the draw, I think I would keep this, but on the play, I think I'm going to mulligan. My hand just doesn't do anything proactive, and sometimes that's okay, but I also need land drops, so I think it's a close mulligan. Okay, I think this is a key. Now, I don't think we need 2 authorities. Yeah, let's go like that. And let's see how we can do. Not amazing, of course, but yeah, I mean, it's still good. If I can get land 3, I feel pretty strong. That's a bad start. Yeah, we need a land to play anything next turn. Okay. Now we're cooking. So now the question is, what's the better play? Enduring Innocence or Caretaker's Talent? With them having mana open. So they could easily have torched the tower. That's my tiebreaker for playing Caretaker's Talent. I don't want them to use their mana profitably. If they want to lightning strike me in the face, you got it. Okay. So now I can Biza for a card. I don't mind that. Make them deal with it. A card, but I don't have the life. Or I can just start making some tokens here. That's not terrible. Like, I could make one and then copy it. Or I can just say go. So I wouldn't mind them getting some more creatures on the battlefield. I'm going to go with Biza here. 4 mana, 4/5 draw card seems too good to pass up. Hopefully they just go to kill it. I mean, they'll kill it eventually. The real question is, will I want to block, though? Just on service value. We trade. I can't gain life anymore. I think they're just going to deal 5 to this with a frenzy if they left that in. It's kind of shocking to me. Sure. So I can make the exact same play. It was right last turn. I think it's right again. Okay, now I'm very excited to top deck one more land and try to get rid of this. I'm gonna say no blocks. You can do with what you will. So I know they have at least 5 spells. They probably have 6 spells. All right, there it is. No more gaining life for me. Which is unfortunate. Nambo. All right. I'm going to go for it here. Okay, we hit. That was beautiful. Now, do we want to just lay them both down? I think so. Okay, now we're gonna attack. Kabloom. Now my life total's so high, it doesn't matter, I can't gain life. Now I'll just start getting some nice card advantage going with these. And now what I was talking about in the intro is trying to be... Now I'm at a board state where it's very stable. And now my whole goal is to draw a max amount of cards. So we're going to start by attacking, force them to do something. Now, what is the best? I still think they have a Torch the Tower, so I still kind of want to play around that if I can. But maybe I can't. I can start with copying this. But if they go to kill it, it's less than exciting. Alright, we're going to go with another Caretaker's Talent. And we're going to go for it. Try to copy the fish. Now, if they kill the fish, they negate 2 cards, so I'm sure they want to do that. But we'll have that stream of stuff going. See, we played around that Torch the Tower this entire game, which is nice. So now we'll say go. I bet they have another one, though. Like, if they're that quick to use it, I wouldn't be shocked if they have another. So once again, we're going to start by attacking. And this feels like a pretty safe Fountain Port activation. Let's do it. Fish. Didn't have land 3 to cast my other thing yet. Doesn't gain life, so doesn't do anything anymore. So now it's just endurance or caretaker. I don't care if they have the torch that much anymore. But I still might play the Caretaker's Talent. Yeah, we're going to play the Innocence now. If they torch it, that's okay, because then we can copy this next turn. Wow. Alright, they're just dead. Alright, we can't gain life. Okay. Now, can I kill them? 6, 7, 8, 9. No. But I can start with this. Now go buck wild. Okay. And we can actually destroy that village if we want. And still get lost. I don't know if we really care. But we might. So that is going to be our plan. We'll say go. Wonder how many of these they had. Or have. That would make sense that they have a lot of clunky stuff like that. Or Urbraz Forge. Cards that just got invalidated real quick by Biza. So, for game 3, our whole goal is going to be for them to not have this damn icon here. I just don't want to have this here. Let the flames burn somewhere else. I like that they're still playing. There's not a chance they can win. Alright, we want to give them every opportunity to make a mistake here, so we are going to go like this. This says, hey, do you have a Monstrous Rage? Oh, you do? Okay, well, in that case, let's get rid of this land. And let's get this lost. We could have maybe waited for them to Monstrous Rage again. That was maybe the one spot where we were slightly impatient, but interesting. Brought in Pyroclasm against me. Sweet. I hope they sideboard like this for the third game. as that's not a good idea in my opinion. Alright, so we'll start with this. Draw some cards. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Maybe that was just their on the draw configuration, and then when they're on the play, they go ham. I could see it. I think it's still wrong, but I could see it. I don't think I want to make a single change. I like my deck. We have a very clear, this is how we should sideboard against decks with a deck like Mono White. And we get to get an eye of if they're changing. Like, the more time they take, I would just expect that they are going with a on the draw, much more controlling. On the play, they're going to bring in their full, like, FU package, if you will. That's what I would do. I mean, I would have never sideboarded in Pyroclasms and stuff like that anyways, but... Alright, I'm going to keep. We got the authority to start. We don't have any way to deal with Screaming Nemesis yet again, but that's okay. Okay. Still want to start with this. Yep. Alright, let's buy some time. Are you going to put a counter on it? Yes, you are. Alright. Lay down arms? Nope. Okay, so we will add white, and we'll say go. Now, at least we can Fountain Port next turn, although that's not great. Uh-oh. Oh. I think I'm more afraid if they don't do it, but honestly, I'm kind of afraid of them doing it, too. Yup. Alright, so we can make a fish. I mean, I am gonna make a fish. I lose one. I'm gonna block the claw. Okay. Okay. Well, good thing we got Biza, but damn. Alright, we get the fish, we get the life. We get a lifeline. And we can still gain life. That's the important thing. Nemesis hasn't nemeside. It's a real word, look it up. Okay, so... I think I want to go like this, and maybe like this? Is that weird? If they put a counter on this, I take 0 damage, but I kill nothing. Now, what if they have... I mean, if they just put a counter on it, take 0 seems fine. And then I can Sunfall. But this forces them to put a counter on it, or it doesn't. What if they Monstrous Rage, Monstrous Rage? That's +6. Then I die. I don't think I can beat 3rd and 4th Monstrous Rage. I guess that's the same for 2 Burst Lightnings, though. I mean, this is my best blocks to prevent damage, so maybe I die. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's time. Okay. Scary, but not the end of the world. All right, I feel good with that. Now, we definitely want this. Plus an untapped land? Question mark? So, it's if we think we're going to make a fountain, which... I don't know. I don't want to get torched. We can go Enduring and then have this or this up. Alright, let's do that. But this could be wrong. Torch the tower on end step is what I'm worried about here. Ah. I could destroy it, but then I could be very close to death. I mean, I can animate the 3/3. If that's something they are afraid of. Alright, they're just gonna do the links. Okay. That was one reason to not play that. Alright, so... No! It didn't give me a response? Oops. Yeah, I could have gained 1 life there. Alright, well, that was an excellent draw. Carrot cake! Okay, so let's start by drawing a card. I don't think I need another Sunfall. No, I definitely want to attack. Gain some life. And we'll say go. I don't want to see another one of those things. Ideally. Now I don't have Get Lost, so another Monstrous Rage is actually scary. Okay. Let's gain some life. And, yep. Yep. Okay, so now I think I want to just sack to draw a card. I can make a treasure too, but I just want to find an answer for this, and then I feel very, very good. Yeah, a couple bricks here is actually a little scary. Not like immensely scary, but definitely scary. All right, I'm going to attack and hope they block. Don't get to gain life. 4, 5. I can Sunfall. And then play my Caretaker. Oh, I can do that in the opposite order. Then I get to draw a card. Okay. That is excellent. If we don't have another one. Another Lynx is what I'm afraid of here. Okay. Alright, so 4 cards, 3 cards. So I can go land Biza and force some action. Well, I can actually play this first and maybe even force them. Yeah, okay. So let's go like this. Force their hand here a bit. There we go. Now I want to draw a card and gain 4 life. Okay. Now I can animate an attack if I'm feeling froggy. Or I can make a copy. I'm feeling froggy. I want to end the game. Cool. That's not how they're going to win this game. They have a lot of cards I would not have kept in. I mean, that being the main one I saw this game, but last game they had a lot of stuff. The Link seems good-ish. I think that's just a domain card, but... Alright, it looks like we're not going to have to eat our words to start. Oh, looks like... Oh, alright, we're not going to be cocky yet. Although they might be dead. 7... Alright, I wanted to be without that, but looks like we don't have a choice. Wish I could talk. So, 5 mana for both, that's 10 mana. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can only boost 1, so that's only 9 damage. So since I cannot kill them, we'll start with this. We'll start by copying this. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have started by killing it if I was going to draw cards first. Doesn't matter too much. Now we can boost this up. Animate this. And we can honestly animate this too, as it is a 2/2. We could have waited, but they're not going to have any haste threats coming at us, you know? Yeah. That is the one thing about animating, copying incubates. Like, they are still creatures once you boost them up a bit, so. Alright, hooray. We didn't lose to the matchup set that we said we could never lose to. Alright, let's try to keep the win alive. Probably only in time for another match here, as Mono White tends to be a grindy set of games, that's for sure. But let's get the 2-0. I'm going to keep this. We hope we're up against more red decks. But otherwise, this hand is just good. Having one or both of the card advantage cards, a piece of interaction, and a sweeper, plus the best land in the format, you know, maybe some of the Dimir lands. Oh, no. Okay, it's about time to play against the big bad, huh? Not much we can do. We don't want to kill this. They're not going to play Fairy Mastermind at sorcery speed. We wouldn't kill it even if the treasure targets it here. So, nothing we're going to do now. Now, we'll definitely do something. I'm going to play my land. And what are we okay getting exiled? So they can have Spell Stutter, which they only play 2 of. Some of them play 2 Anoints. Which one am I okay dying? It's close. I'm going to go with the Enduring Innocence. Being on the draw, I want to put my best foot forward, and wow, they had nothing? They just bluffed? Alright, so they could easily Kaido me here, which isn't the biggest deal. I might not even get lost it. Here comes the ninja. I would rather be on their side of the matchup here, but it's not by a lot. And honestly, if I could have figured out this matchup for the Arena Championship, I would have played it. I would have played this deck. I was that close. So, I can get rid of the nonsense by killing it and then doing nothing else. Or, I can just play Caretaker's Talent, which is also not that great. But then the following turn, I could draw a bunch of cards. I could, of course, make a token here, too. I'm probably supposed to just kill this when I see it, but I don't feel like it's an absolute must. Yeah, I'm gonna put my tail between my leg, kill the Kaido, and be on with my day.
Don't worry, I've got an exit strategy.
Slow and steady wins the race. Preacher, okay. Preacher is 0 problem. We are tied, so I do want it to die. So we'll kill it. Then we get to attack. And we'll get this going and we'll say go. What could I copy? Oh, you can just token eye control. All right. There it is. One of the two anointings. A land would be great. Okay. So now we get to go like this. See if it gets countered. And say go. Now we want to play around Fairy Mastermind at all costs, which would be this turn, I think. Or which would be doing this right now. Alright, I'm going to do that. I don't think... They would have played it at end step. I'm not going to give them a chance to draw it. Ah! Okay. Well, at least we made them do it now. And now if they like just play another creature, or yeah, they just start doing this, I can just Sunfall and draw some cards. Here they go. There it is. Sunfall, draw cards. Or Carrot Cake to start it up. Carrot Cake, start drawing cards. Or Sunfall, start drawing cards. Either way, we're drawing cards. I think I can get them with a little bit more for Sunfall, I think. Yeah, I think I can bait them out with the Fairy Mastermind, maybe. Okay. Yeah, why not? So, I can just do this, make a copy, get one more trigger, or I Carrot Cake twice. Let's do this option. Alright, then we'll say go. Yep. Now we might really try to get them next turn. We might try to really get them. Depending on what they do. We know their hand. We're in a great position. So I am going to try to get a little cute with them. Carrot Cake. Normally you would Sunfall first, but I want them to play that Fairy Mastermind. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Biza, sure. You may have your one card. I get a lot more. Sunfall, you better take care. Alright. Yep. These are the spots where you beat Dimir. These exact board states where they really don't stand a chance. So we get to start with good old Biza. 7. We have the same amount of lands. Let's definitely tap one of these. Biza. I get a treasure too? Why did I get a treasure? More lands? Oh, yeah, I just had to not play my land. That was smart. Oh, I just can't count? 5, 6, 7? 4, 5, 6, 7. What? More lands. Oh, this is a land. Doi. Doi, doi, doi. Very dumb. Alright, so many good options. I don't even care about the Sanctuary anymore, but Guess I care about the flyer more. Get that one out of there. And now we're just gonna say go. This is where we want to be efficient. Yeah. Okay. We will just say go. Now we draw cards on their turn as well with either carrot cakes, fountain ports, whatever. Gonna mill me? How dare you? Alright. You got a Biza. Now they could have Tidebinders, so that's gonna be my tiebreaker for cracking Carrot Cake instead of activating Fountain Port. I want to draw my cards this turn, and this locks it up. Sure. I'm pretty much keeping anything. You can scoop whenever. Alright, let's make this a creature too. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have too many lands. Yeah, I think we should just like start getting busy. How you gonna beat it? How you going to beat it? Let's make a fish. Yes, yes, yes. All right, Dimir. This is our bad match. This is our medium matchup. Domain's our bad one. So whenever you win with Dimir, you feel good because it's slightly disadvantaged, but not by a lot. Luckily for me, I've been playing against this matchup for so long, I feel decent about it. So I could bring in Smite. I don't think I'm supposed to sideboard much. I'm kind of thinking I'm kind of pre-boarded. I don't know if I like Exercise, but it does deal with Enduring Curiosity, which is obviously one of their best cards. Also Shieldred, which I think they bring in against me, so maybe it is good. I don't like Split Up. And I don't really like the Overlords. And I kind of like everything else, except... Yeah, I mean, the Parting Gift actually seems okay. Overlords or Virtue. Virtue is probably pretty bad. I don't even know what this card does, if I'm being honest. Put a land card from their graveyard on the battlefield tapped in. It's got to be a mirror card. But man, does it seem not good to me. Got to be a mirror card. Just that instead of Jace the Perfected Mind, I guess. Whatever. Alright, so I could take out the Overlords and leave in the Smites. That's not bad. Maybe take out one Exercise and go like that. Alright. We are the control deck here. They're going to bring in a bunch of Tidebinders. They're going to bring... Tidebinder's their best card. They're still going to have Kaidos. Fairy Masterminds are good. Like, the problem is their whole deck is pretty good against us. But at the end of the day, all our removal spells still hit them, so we have a chance. This seems like an auto mulligan, and it probably is. But it's worth thinking about, as we're going to make our land drops. I just don't think you can keep a 6-lander. If I had 5-landers, this deck, you know, you can keep more land-heavy hands, but we're not going to do that. This seems fine. So the one of Demolition Field is actually not horrendous. Yeah, let's keep it for their creature lands. Don't dress me. No, my cake! They can have my cake and eat it too, you jerk. Alright, I guess I will play this. Even though it gives them information, they pretty clearly know we don't have a play. Yup. There's our favorite little buddy. Yatta! Not much we can do about Yuta here. We're just gonna have to play into it. There's some things we can do to play around it, like drawing cards on their turn, but either way, if we get Enduring Curiosity next turn, we're just in a lot of trouble. Should I show them the Fountain Port yet? No, but I do want to play one of my utility lands. So here's that. Is it Kaido? Looks like it. Alright, we'll try to pressure it the best we can. No land? Now, I can play another Enduring Innocence. They get to draw a card, though. But I do get a little more pressure on them. And I can actually destroy this land while I do it. It's either that or play this to no real success. So, yeah, I think I have to. It's just, do I want to field this now? And I don't think I do. Boo. Alright, here it is. Alright. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, our best card they can't take, which is nice. Emblem. Never. Wow, they're looking to block with these Mastermind? With that Mastermind? Okay. Don't mind this. Sunfall, you better take care. Alright, well, they have to block. I guess they're gonna block with this. Yup.
You won't be so lucky next time.
I could Demolition Field to shuffle that away if I don't want that to hit me, which I really don't. And then still port. And I should probably do it now. As I could hit Laydown Arms. And I could kill Fairy Mastermind. Because if no matter what, they're going to draw a card off Fairy Mastermind if I draw on their turn, since I have two of them. So I think it's just worth it. Let's get the fish so it doesn't get Tidebindered. Lay down. Ooh, a piece of candy. All right, we played to our outs there and we got rewarded. That was some tight play. That was nice. Now, how can we deal with stupid Kaido? Just kidding, Kaido. I wouldn't talk bad about you like that. Now, they didn't tick up, so I'm gonna no blocks because I don't want Kaido to be able to zero. Like, you're pretty priced into ticking up at this point. Okay. So now they need 2 blockers or 2 removal spells. So they got 1 blocker on lockdown. But that's not enough to save Kaito. Alright, that's not enough either, but with a duress. Oh, okay. Gotta take Sunfall, right? Yeah. let's draw. Well, we don't have a lot of options here. Need to kill Kaito. We're at less life, less land, same amount of lands, less cards. So we wouldn't get the creature. The real question is, do I want to copy the fish before I attack? I think they would block the innocents anyways, but there's a chance. 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, block. All right, we're going to attack. Wow.
I'm really not used to losing.
I could make a treasure. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, make a thing. And 1, 2, 3. So I could play caretaker, make a fish, lose 6. That's not great. I should have probably just sacked that fish. That's what I should have did. I should have sacked the fish. To draw a magical card. Guess I can start by making a fish here. 1, 2, 3. And hope to find something? Alright. Alright, let's find a get lost. I did not find a get lost. Alright, we might just be dead. Shieldred's a hell of a card against us. So we're dead to cut down with this line. I mean, I wasn't going to draw anything to get out of it anyways if I was more patient, but maybe that was not the correct line. Looks like they've sideboarded pretty similar to the way I do. Wonder if I'm not supposed to have Biza. I mean, they did duress my 2 answers, which was kind of brutal. Overlord actually seems great against them. Like, just a non-duressable threat. I don't think I want smites when I'm on the play. I think that's my big decipher here. Smite doesn't kill the main things I want, and if they duress and see a smite, they can really walk around me. So I think that's good to break serve on the draw, but on the play, it's a card that gets a lot less exciting. It's obviously still good against red or whatever, but all right, I'll keep. Yeah, it's been a fun video so far, y'all. I love this deck, I really do. And I think we're very much proving that we can hang with any deck, you know. Maybe it's not the best deck in the format, like I still think Dimir is, but I think it's a good deck. Alright. I would love to get my Caretaker's Talent into play. Do I get lost this? I don't think so. Okay. I mean, I have to jam now, but I am scared it might not work. They could have Fairy's Mastermind. Oh. That's okay. We got another one. Is it Kaido time? No. Do they have another negate? They usually don't play that many. YOLO bunnies! Okay, can't make a copy of anything. Yep. Okay, we got 4 spells. Your choice. The choice is yours. Alright, with them taking a Sunfall, I think I'll just go for Sunfall if they, if I draw land here. I did not. So, I think they have Tidebinder. And if they have Tidebinder, I'm just gonna say go. Yeah, they have a Tidebinder. Now, I could get lost this, but I don't think I want to. It's a pretty good card. Yup. Wow, okay, they don't have Tidebinder. If they don't attack, they do not have Tidebinder. Cool. I mean, they can have it now or it'd be kind of foolish, I think. Now to Sunfall or not? I think not. And just be okay if they kill this? Okay. So they're just countering this target ability? Okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay, they're very patient with it. Alright, we're gonna say go. This is not gonna be a turn where we get to take advantage of caretakers and draw a card. This is a turn where we have to make sure we don't die. Sure. Now that's interesting, because if they do that, now I have the ability to make another fish and double block the Tidebinder, take 5. What really punishes me? If another Tidebinder, I guess? Really close. Another Tidebinder would be good, but it wouldn't be completely game ending. I'm gonna make a fish. We're gonna soak up that 1 extra damage by killing the Tidebinder. Take 4 down to 7. Okay, now we can play Biza, which is an amazing draw. Alright. I will pay the 2. Game 4, get some fish, draw a card, and say go. Now our whole rest of the game plan is control these flyers. If they don't have Enduring Curiosity here, I feel really good. Is this Kaido? Okay. Kaido is not so bad.
Your tech is way.
Yup.
Did I scare you? Information is its own weapon.
Now we can try to just pressure Kaido too, depending on what they do. At the beginning of the next end step, oh, you can do this in Sunfall? Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, I think we just attack Biza here. All right, Biza there. Yup. We can play the demolition field for this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We have 6, so we would get a treasure if we do parting guess this. Is that even a good play? Gaining life is appealing here. I do want to play a land, though. Alright, we're going to play this. I do think I want a parting guest. I guess I'm going to do this first. Let's get lost this.
This place needs more hospitality.
Oops. And let's do this. See what that last card is. That's the negate. Okay. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go for Sunfall. That's been negated. Now, do I have to get lost now? Because if they top deck... I think I do. If they top deck a counterspell, I could die. And we could do it now. So if they top deck, they've already cast one negate. Tidebinder, that wouldn't do it. I'm going to take the risk that they don't top deck it and hit 2 spells on top. That's the case. Now the way this gets to work, I get to negate one of those. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I could have died there. I guess, yeah, they just get more maps. Well, yeah, that's still better, because if this was a non-land on top, I would just die. Yeah, I had to do it that way, otherwise I just died. Wow. Okay. Yup. Now... do I want to lay down arms something of mine? It's not the worst idea. Wow, this is a sick game. So, I do want a Sunfall. I'd like to get in damage, but I don't think it's worth it. So I can go like this. But I want to lay down arms first. Okay. We'll go to combat. Do I want to attack with the 2 fish? No. Alright, now let's go like this. Let's destroy this reef. Now let's lay down arms. And then let's Sunfall. Now we get to draw a card. And now we got a little life total buffer against this. And hope it's enough. Okay, that's pretty good. Start with the cake. Now this will bait out this card. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's lay down arms. Well, should we see if this resolves first? No. Alright, let's get rid of this. Okay, and I think we get a flyer down while we can. And say go. Yes! Woo! Sorry if that wasn't the most interactive there at the very end, but I wanted to win that as I thought that was definitely a winnable game. And yeah, it looks like Overlords post-board are just great. You know, I mean, they have a lot of negates, they have a lot of duresses, and that card can be pretty strong. So, who would have guessed it? Mono White Tokens is still a busted deck. Put us near the top 50 in the world in the Mythic rank. Gotta love it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And wait, what day is this? I think this is being released on a Friday. Yeah, okay, so this is being released on a Friday. I am doing Monday through Friday videos, so no videos tomorrow or Sunday. We'll be back Monday for more standard videos for sure for the next week for sure. And then we'll evaluate from there. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you Monday.